What up, everybody? Too Good back in the building. This is actually going to be a video concerning my thoughts on the tournament I went to yesterday. Holy City Brawl that was in North Charleston took place yesterday. I actually did go. If you recall, in the last couple of videos, I was thinking about going, but wasn't 100% sure. But as the date got closer, I realized that nothing else was really coming up that would interfere with me traveling to go there. So I ended up actually going there, and I did pretty well. But I'll go to that. So. I said it was in North Charleston, like a 2 hour, took like 2 hours a drive, maybe 2 hours, maybe an hour and some change, but close to 2 hours from Conway. Um, and then this convention center actually, and they had like a room, so it was nice. It was very spacious. So shout out to him. Clint, I think his name was. And he had like water provided there. That was pretty cool. I liked that. And had some candy because it was the Charleston Convention Center or whatever. That's what it was. And they provide water. They also provide pens. And nobody should have took some pens. Now that I think about it. But like notepads and stuff, and candy and water. And I was so hungry too. I did not eat. Only thing I ate before there was like two granola bars that I brought, and I was like starving for like the entire tournament. Um, so I was like living off them candies. um, yeah. So let's not even bother us, or let's not even beat around the bush. Let me get right to Street Fighter, the tournament itself. So coming in, I don't know if I told you guys my goal yet, but I want to win a tournament this year. That's my goal. Um, I want to just win a tournament. I won that tournament back in like last year. That tournament I had at my school, but like I said, that wasn't really a real tournament. I want to run a tournament like real, multiple good players. And the last two tournaments I've been to, I got second. First time I got second in Myrtle Beach, I was just happy to get second, because I've never been that close to winning. Even though the guy I know, Thomas, he was like, "How did you lose that scrub Kim player?" That's what he was telling me. Because like he said later on, he beat him in the first fight. He's like, "You should have bought that Kim player," but I don't know, I just panicked. But and then I got second in Super Art, which I was really proud of because like I said, there was so many good players there. You had Shin Phoenix, Joseph, and Joel, who I eventually lost to in grand finals, but I took it 3-2 to Joel, and he's a player that he's been like top 10, top 16 in majors. So just to even be toe to toe with him, I felt good at, or I was okay with being in that situation. Even though later on, once I got second, I was like, man, it's like once you get second, like the initial, like if you're proud of yourself, the initially, it eventually wears off because like man, you start like thinking about things you could have did that could have caused you to win. And that's what happened with at Super. I was like, man, I couldn't beat him because it was an opportunity I could have ultra his fireball, and I missed that. So I would have reset the bracket. But so we get here, and I'm thinking, okay, let me see if I can try to pull this W out. But so first up, I actually wrote down who I played on my phone, so I don't forget. I don't have to worry about mix it up, you guys. I played a Geef player. Um, he's okay. I know the matchup, I know what to do, and he didn't really challenge me that much. So I just took that 2-0. Wait, was that the? No, first off, well, I'll go after the tournament. Well, I do it before. There was this guy that recognized me. Like he said, "Yo, you're Mr. Too Good too?" I was like, "Get out of here!" Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's me. I watch your stuff all the time on iShootYukin and stuff. I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, you're Dudley's beat, you're Dudley's beast, man. I watch your Reddit put stuff that I put on because I put the tutorials and stuff on Reddit as well." And he said, "Yeah, watch your stuff, man. You're a beast, Dudley." Because in casual was actually double perfected him. He played Evil Right. I actually like double beat. I was like, once he found out, I was like, I don't feel bad about getting double perfected now, which is pretty funny. But yeah, it's really weird, like kind of getting recognized by my screen name. Yeah, I'm not Hollywood, but we getting there, you know. Um, all right. So then I did play the Geek player, I played the Vega player. I think his name is Millennium Storm. This was his game tag is online. Said we played before. I actually do remember him playing that name. Sounds very familiar. He's a pretty good Vega player. I'm not even going to front. He did provide me with a challenge. I couldn't just brain dead my way in there. I did beat him 2-0 though, but it wasn't a non-difficult 2-0. I had to think. He crouch teched a lot, so I kind of had to frame trap him. and stop him from pressing buttons. But I still got out there 2-0 with the victory. So yeah, that was the Vega player. Next, well, alright, laptops. Alright, there we go. What's time is it? 5:13. Okay. Um, Next played the Cami player, Mr. Koos, the same Cami player that I lost to at Super Art, that put me into losers. Um, so in this, I put him in. He put me in losers, and I actually beat him in losers to get to like losers finals or something like that, or losers semi. I don't know, something like that. Yeah. So coming to this match, I'm like, okay, I know what I did wrong. I know what I need to do, and I actually beat him 2-0. Um, I just there was actually this. I just know what to do. I just played my game and just played smart. Didn't really let him get any Cammy stuff started, and beat him 2-0. Didn't really feel uncomfortable at all. Just played my game, and that was like the main point of me at this tournament. Just playing my game, playing solid, staying solid. So now I'm in winners finals. He told me that was in winners, so I was like, wow, really? I only played that 3 matches. I had to buy apparently. Um, I'm in winners finals, and I was like, man, this is weird. I'm guaranteed top three. I'm guaranteed some money basically. And get to winners finals. I played Drusev. He plays Honda. The character he should have probably played at Super Art. At Super Art, he played with Rufus. I don't know why. I guess he didn't really know, like, cause I destroyed him with my I destroyed him with my deli against in that matchup. Um, so he picks Honda, which is the character I was expecting to play, and he just destroyed me. Well, like the first two games were close. They both had like they both went down to the final round. The first two games is 3 out of 5 for finals, winners finals. First two games were close. Third game he just destroyed me. I mean, it was free. He beat me 3-0. It was not my best loss experience. It was like, man, I really spent myself to do better. But I was like, okay. I just like actually went back, took some time. I went to I went to sit down. I actually looked up Smug versus Golden Sin because I remember he played his Honda, and I looked up what he did, and I just thought about what did I do wrong in that match. That's something you got to do after you lost in a tournament. Just don't stay salty for the next 10 minutes. Think about what you did wrong, and then apply it in the next couple of matches. Because now he's in grand finals, and I'm in losers finals. So all to do is one more match against somebody, and then I'm back in grand finals to get my run back. Um, yeah, so I thought about what I did wrong. He was playing very aggressive, and I just told myself he was pressing a lot of buttons as well. And I just told myself, okay, I need to blow him up for pressing buttons, and don't let him be aggressive on me. So I wasn't that mad. I just said I know what I need to do. Um, all right, so when we lose this finals, I have to play this Guile, Thomas. We actually played at Myrtle Beach, and he's a good Guile player. We play online a lot. But I just know what to do, and I beat him 3-0. Nothing really to worry about there. Um, I just know what to do in the Guile situation. And yeah, alright, so I'm back in grand finals, or I'm in grand finals. Beat Joseph. Um, so to win this, I have to beat him 2 times, because remember he's in winners. He's coming out of winners, coming out of losers. So for grand finals, I have to beat him in 2 sets. First set, like I said, I adapted, and I adapted very well. He picked Honda for the first 2 games. I just destroyed him. Like I said, I knew what to do. I knew he was pressing buttons. He was being too aggressive. Well, not too aggressive, but I blew him up for pressing buttons. I just adapted. Um, Use a little more frame traps. I used Stand Fierce a lot. He got blown up by Stand Fierce. Beat him first 2 games very convincingly. And then who did he pick? He picked who did he pick? Wait, did he beat me the second game? Huh? No, no, no. No, right. So I beat him first 2 games with Honda pretty convincingly. And let's see how much time I had. Okay, 9 minutes. Pretty convincingly. And then he picks Rufus. Um, which I was kind of surprised at. I thought he would stick with Honda, but at the same time, the way things were going was looking pretty good. But he had a whole nother set to try out stuff, so I don't really blame him for doing Rufus. Picks Rufus, and I think I lose 1 game, and then I beat him. So, like I said, I just know what to do. I actually prefer Rufus and then Honda for obvious reasons. Honda can just sit there and hands all day. Rufus has to do a little more stuff. Um, so yeah. So I beat him 3-1. Pretty easy. Reset the bracket. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like okay, I can really pull this out. I can get this W. Um, so what does he do next? Uh, he picks Rolino, right? Is it Rolino? Yeah, he picks Rolino. First game of the final set in grand finals. Um, yeah, he's not gonna do that on me. I know the matchup. I know what to do. I played too many random Rolinos online. I played some solid Rolinos, so I know what to do for the most part against most Rolinos. I think he was trying to maybe catch me off guard with the matchup, but playing online, you're gonna encounter matchups of all kind. Um, so yeah, I beat him. It's 1-0 in winner in the final set. I'm feeling good, like I said. He goes back to Honda, which is what I was expecting. And let's see. He beats me with Honda. So basically, we go back and forth. It's actually come down to 2-2, and it went to the final game in the final round, and it was really close. And man, he had me in the corner, and I got reset in the air, or I think he might knock me down or something. I don't know. But I was scared of Ochio, so I tried to jump. He actually did this before, and I tried to jump. So he just all he did was like low me, like just low jab me into hands into roundhouse, and he did something like he did headbutter, sorry, splash or something. Um, but man, so he ends up winning the set 3-2. Very close game, very close. And when I got hit by that, I was like, oh my gosh, it's like winning your tournament so close to winning a tournament. It really sucks. And winning a tournament that because I dropped the combo as well. He did like hands and I jumped over it and I tried to do low short jab roundhouse and I missed that combo. Even the guy afterwards said, "Man, you should have won that. You dropped combos, man." I was like, "Yeah." But yeah, man. I mean, like I said, second is good, but when you lose like that, it's just when you lose in a situation that you know you should have won. Because I made a bunch of mistakes earlier. Like I was kept trying to anti-him with Stand Fierce, but he was jumping out of range where Stand Fierce was just getting blown up. Um, it actually led to him winning a couple of rounds. After a while, I told myself, okay, I need to stop doing that. Let me anti-it with medium kick. So I adapted to that before got to the final game, final round. But if I would have made those adaptations earlier, might wouldn't be that situation. Might have been walking out more money with that first place money. Um. So yeah, man. Walked out there a second. Like I said before, when I lost to Joel, it was almost I told myself, this guy, I know this guy is probably a better player than me, so I don't mind losing to him. I'm just glad to be, it's kind of weird being here in this second. But I think it's the fact that I reset the bracket convincingly and then ended up losing to him. It was like I know I could have beat him 3 more games, and then I failed to do it. All I had to do was uppercut. Like all I had to do was just uppercut him or block, and it just sucks, man. I'm not about to cry or anything. Don't think that. I know my voice is a little cracky. It's early in the morning, so give me a break. Um, so yeah, man, I end up losing. Um, Second place is given to me. He gets first, and the guy player gets third. And man, I'm like so mad at myself at this point. After the game is over, I was like, man, Austin, all you had to do was uppercut. All you had to do was block. He was like, you were so close. When you're that close to winning, I mean, it's really painful. Profound sadness. No, I'm just kidding. How much time am I on? 14 minutes. Yeah, but so yeah, like I said, I walked out with some money, like some good money though, enough to cover gas. Obviously, gas like 20, so I got more than enough to cover that. I'm not gonna tell you how much though. You have to figure that out. But I wouldn't want like double that if I would have won first place. So that wouldn't be like a new pair of shoes. I'll be on my smug mode. Um, yeah, sucks. So second place again. That's third straight tournament second place. I don't want this to be my thing. I'm just getting second. Um, but I know I could have beat him, and I know that I made certain mistakes that I will make sure it won't happen again at the next tournament I'm at. And whichever tournament that is, I hope I take first place because, like I said, that's my goal is to win a tournament. I don't know which tournament I'm going to next. I'm gonna try to go to CEO, but honestly, I really don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it. Um, that I just want to go. I really want to go to another major to face, more competition. Really test myself and go to a major. As far as the next local, I think the next local is like Hilton Head in August or something like that. I don't know. Um, but I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna get better, continue to get better, continue to grind, and the sky's the limit, man. I'm just trying to get better. I'm trying to accomplish that goal, and you know, take your losses and make them lessons. That's the motto right there. But that's pretty much it. I enjoyed the tournament. After I lost, I stayed up a couple hours. Then they played Marvel and something. And, me and Marvel don't get along very well, and they didn't have any casual setups, so I was like, what am I here for? I just left. I was hungry too, so we got some Wendy's, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the tournament though. Got second again, lost to Drusev. He went Marvel too, I believe. So I was like, man, I could have protected the state because he's from Augusta, Georgia. I could have protected the state's crown, but it's whatever, man. I will make sure that doesn't happen again. And you know, it's not that I got overwhelmed or he overwhelmed me. It's just I made mistakes. That's what I like to tell myself is like, I made mistakes that caused me to lose, not he being the better player. It's just I made mistakes that caused me to lose. But yeah, that's pretty like I said. Take your losses, make them lessons. That should be your goal in life in general. Um, that's pretty much it though with this video. Hope you guys enjoyed me talking for an extended amount of time. But next tournament, I will be prepared and I will stay prepared and I will continue to get better. So, see you guys in the next video. To get them out. Peace.